love that moment when the physical process of painting begins. First pouring, then manipulating, later layering the pigment, watching images emerge, making choices about when to push toward my finished vision and when to encourage pigment to flow unchecked, creating the unexpected, until I've reached that decisive moment when I know my work and play is complete. Growing up, I spent a lot of Saturday mornings at the Cleveland Museum of Art. While walking through a hallway from the children's program, I saw something that made me stop in my tracks. I paused to look at a huge painting at the far end of a large gallery. It was something truly amazing because I'd never seen anything like it before. It was of this world and not of this world. It was like a magical atmosphere, so believable it invited me to step into it. A uniformed docent who towered over 5-year-old me smiled and commented it looked as if I'd seen something I really liked. I nodded yes, and he told me a little bit about Helen Frankenthaler and her paintings. And so with one last look, I looked at the painting and memorizing every little bit of it as best as I could. I remember thinking, I want to do that. I want to be a painter. Once I have formed a concept, I imagine the composition on the paper or canvas. I begin pouring pigment, lifting and moving the surface. I'm working on it and I add to it over a series of sessions, manipulating the pigments on the surface with common kitchen products like wax paper and cellophane wrap. Once the initial process is complete with pouring, I may go back into the painting with pigments, traditional brushes, and work out the problems that an artist faces when they're working on a work of art. Value, composition, things of that nature. Life is my inspiration for art. What I paint and how I paint are colored by my perception of life. The more I see things, new people and new places, and experience life, the more inspired I am to paint. Art can remind us of a time or sensation we've experienced or beckon to a place we've barely imagined. A single painting is not an isolated document. It represents years of living, studying, and practicing art.